Welcome to this demonstration of how to create an income statement in DexSplicity. This is what our final report is going to look like. We have already connected to DexSplicity and added our source data as shown in a previous video. So we'll start from scratch and I'll highlight row 5. And what I want to put on row 5 are some accounts. I'll select my sales accounts to get started. I'm going to select yes, that I want one item per row rather than all the items on the same row. And I'll add in a line for a total. Next, I want my cost of goods row, and then I'd like a line for gross margin and another for gross margin percentage. My expense section is going to include all my expense GL accounts. So I'll select those from the Data Sources pane, drag and drop them onto the grid, and again select yes for one item per row. I'd also like a total line and a net operating income line. Next, I have to put values into the columns. As we saw, I'd like a column for actual, one for budget, and one for variance. In the Data Sources panel, I'll expand version, select actual budget, drag and drop to the grid, and again say yes to apply them to separate columns. Our underlying data includes multi-currency, so we have both a reporting amount and a functional amount. For this report, we would like a functional amount, and we would like to have the sum rather than the average count or other options. We also need to apply a date, and in these columns, what we would like is the current month so that we can select a date in the DexSplicity ribbon that we desire and have the columns dynamically update. Alternatively, we could select a fixed calendar. Next, let's click Review Markup and look at what we have. In the columns, we have a version, an amount, and a time. And in the rows, we have our accounts. Next, we'll select a date and then click Update to see our report populate with data. And then finally, we'll just do some formatting. Formatting the values makes us notice that we would prefer to have our revenue accounts with a modifier to reverse the amount. Simply drag and drop that reverse amount modifier onto the rows, query the data, and you see the signs have changed. We're now ready to apply formulas so that we have sums and our variance columns show favorable and unfavorable variances. Next, we'll use Excel functionality to add bold, underline, and centering. We'll also delete a row and insert rows for headers. Notice that our Review Markup window shows us that as we insert and delete rows, our elements have shifted down as well. Next, we'll add a logo and a formatted statement header. Next, we want 3 more columns of data for year to date. So we'll highlight these columns and use the DexSplicity copy row and then the DexSplicity paste row. To make columns F, G, and H be year to date, we'll apply a context fiscal year to date period to columns F and G. We want to replace the current month values that were copied. When we query the sheet, we see that we now have year-to-date amounts, and we just now need to format the columns. Next, we want labels in our headers that dynamically update as we select different dates. So we'll pick the Apply Date label, apply it to the cell level. When we query the sheet, we have a date, and we just need to format to any date format available in Excel. To complete the design of the report, we use additional Excel functionality such as margin center and adding background colors. Next month, we can easily go to DexSplicity, pick a new date, and update the report for our next month. This concludes our demonstration on how to create an income statement using DexSplicity software. Thank you for watching, and for more information, contact us at info@dexsplicity.com.